Alright, let me know, guys, if you can hear me. Mic check, mic check. Everything good to go? If everything is good to go, we'll wait like 2 minutes, let people flood in to the live stream, and then we will go on our way and get started. Can someone, if can someone send me a link of this live stream to my Twitter so I could tweet it out? Just send the link, the URL that you're watching it on. Just send it to my Twitter if you can. Also, because I'm not watching the post race, when they, like usual when we do live streams, when they show the point standings, can one of you guys just take a picture on the phone and tweet it at me? So we have the live point standings for next week, because points matter a lot. So we have to talk about that. So yeah, we'll just wait a few minutes. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone's having a good night. I'll try to keep this short and sweet for people that want to watch race reviews like in the morning on Sunday or something. So not going to be here for too long, but I will take a lot of your guys' questions, honestly, because I don't think there's much we have to talk about. Not a lot happened. But yeah, so we will wait there. It seems like a lot of you guys, from the chat that I'm seeing, you guys are not happy. I'm not expecting you guys to be happy when JGR finishes 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, it happens. It is what it is. I cannot get to my word. There we go. Okay. Okay. Few more seconds. Let's get this thing started. Oh, and you guys already tweeted at me. Okay, perfect. That's what I needed. Okay. And let's go. All right. Get a little bit clearer picture. I think this is the clearest one. Which one's clearest? That one. Yeah, that's pretty clear. We go this one. That's clear. Okay. So, I don't know if you guys... I think you guys can see it. Okay, so we should be good to go. All right. So, Richmond. Let's talk about the race a little bit. It was... you guys know me. I like short tracks. I'm a big fan of short tracks. So we have Bristol, Martinsville, Richmond usually 6 times a year, and that's it for the short tracks. However, Richmond this year, I'm not gonna beat the dead horse of the package was crap, blah blah blah. Listen, we all know, we've said it all year. You add more downforce to a package that has more horsepower, it's not gonna work. It never will work, and that's just beating the dead horse. So you increase corner speeds, and this is what happens. Increasing corner speeds even at a short track where Richmond does have higher corner speeds than, like a Martinsville or Bristol, and you hurt the quality of the racing. I'm almost positive NASCAR knew this heading into the season, but they still did it because they wanted their aero package for 1.5 miles to be consistent with the short tracks. So that's why they did it. Just trash, whatever. So we're not going to touch on that much. But another reason why I think the race probably wasn't that great is just the domination of JGR. And it kind of sucks to say this because, I'm not trying to criticize fans, but I'm just saying, not you guys either. I'm just saying, in NASCAR purposes, I think it's fair to say JGR is not the most popular team. So let's replace Truex with Chase Elliott, and next thing you know, you're going to see people being like, oh, the race was actually pretty decent. It really is that simple sometimes of, oh, I just didn't like who was running up towards the front. Because there were some good battles for the lead, I think, but because it was just JGR 1, 2, 3, 4, and because everyone else was so spread out, there just wasn't much going on. I think there were a lot of things that contributed to this. The fact that there was no passing really throughout the field, everyone was running the same speed. You had JGR a little bit faster than everyone else, but I mean, if you go back and watch that race, watch the guys in midfield. They are not changing position. They're not passing each other. It took Eric Jones basically half of the race. He had a pretty good car, but it took him half of the race to get up towards the front. And at a short track, you're just not expecting that. It's just like you should be able to make your way through the field. And it was just hard to pass. And this is what Denny Hamlin said. This is what Kyle Busch said. They knew that this was coming. They had fast cars, and so it wasn't that entertaining a race for us. There was no big wrecks. There were no crazy moments. There were no cautions at the end to kind of bunch it up and get some, crazy restarts, because sometimes when you don't have the best racing, you have the entertainment side, you get some crazy restarts going on to cautions. None of that. And so you get a race that is just largely forgettable, which is disappointing because it's a short track and you want short tracks to be good. But it was a disappointing race. Again, for many reasons. You have the package, you have the guys who are up front, and you just have the rest of the field that there's nothing going on. So, forgettable race. Not much to talk about on it at all. I mean, there was one moment where Stenhouse accidentally wrecked Truex. Truex didn't hit anything, though, so he was fine. Came down pit road, everything was okay, but that was a big, what's going on moment. And then other than Ryan Newman running third for a little bit, there just isn't a lot to talk about. There's just, I think probably the best battles on the track were when towards the end of the stages, lap cars are trying to stay on the lead lap. And if that's the best part of a race, not a very good race. Now that is a good part of racing. You do want that to happen. It happens a lot in Martinsville, where you see that. But if that's the best racing you get is lap cars needing to slow up the leaders, you have the wrong idea of what good racing is. So hopefully, I don't know what they're doing for 2020, but hopefully we can take some downforce off the rear of these cars, because it hurt Richmond bad to have corner speeds a little bit higher and just to have that much dirty air. I've never seen dirty air like that at Richmond. That was pretty bad. But we're not going to beat a dead horse on that. Let's go to the point standings. So you guys can see it right here in front of you, I'm pretty sure. And let's see. Okay, so let's talk about the point standings. So the good news is, even though this race was not good, we have a really good battle for the top 12. Do any of these guys really stand a chance of winning the championship? Probably not. But, for your driver to stay alive, you have the top 12 battle. So from 9th to 15th, only separated there by, it looks like 18 points. And Kurt Busch, surprisingly, is at the bottom, which, that after his bad race last week and another bad race today, very interesting to see how he recovers from this. But with a tight gap heading into the Roval should be exciting. Even without the points battle, the Roval is going to be exciting anyways, because it's just such a hard track to drive. So you're going to see a lot of wrecks, and on restarts, you're going to see mayhem, and a lot of things are just going to go crazy. So it's going to be an incredibly entertaining race. And also, I think you're going to have good racing on top of that. So credit to Charlotte, because they really came up with a gem there. And I think